That last clip was too long to upload. There's just no way it was. I really didn't say anything. Why do you think they did that? It's got to be the content that's edited. Wasn't any longer than there. I'm doing all these real shorts this morning. This guy says, oh, that your suspicion is ridiculous. Well, he hasn't contacted me in a month. I am supposed to take explanation from people who don't like me. Oh. Oh, that sounds... My mother said, please consider the story. There's mother. Well, I don't know why I was edited there. Weird. You don't know, I'm Bare Bones Broadcast Norman's Spalding under heavy editing. By coincidence, mostly. Most of my editing attack right now is not human. And humans are being used like ducks in it. Humans look like ducks in a row getting blown away all the time. Especially when I'm state's evidence and I find you pulling all kinds of idiotic reasoning to edit me. Hope to God there ain't no afterlife. Oh, Jesus' blood will cover me. No, it won't. I'll go glubber and we'll still have a conversation. Jesus will laugh. You'll have one. I don't think there's any blood, Jesus' blood left anyway. Man, I'll drink any of it. I could drink Jesus, all his body blood, and now there's none for you. Basically, what am I going to do? My ear's itching. Well, that's a good sign. This ear itches, that's a good sign. This ear itches, that's not a good sign. Each one of these little feelings in your body is a reflection of something. Are you aware of that? Every pain and or good or everything your body is doing, it's constantly a neon sign to when someone understands it that is readable. It'll tell you all about yourself. Are you aware of that? This thing is always telling you about itself. Most people have no clue of how to read the remarks their body is giving them, especially in feelings, itchings, and things and that. None. Now why? At one time, humans were weaned to that. You see how they talk about this otter weaned live in the forest. They don't live in the wild. They live in the forest. There's nothing wild in the forest. The word wild is bewildered. There's nothing bewildered in the forest. That's their house. They know how to live in their own house. Nothing wild in the forest ever been wild. The word wild does not fit in a forest. The word wild is what's walking into the forest that does not understand the domestic experience the forest is. And they eat each other in their houses or out of their houses. Well, it is a very domestic experience the forest is. Things walking in there, calling it wild, are bewildered. That's why they do that. Do you understand me? Let's get that on before it's edited. And here's what I am, a male bear in that forest of all possibility. I'm a male bear that lives in the forest of all possibilities, and I scratch trees to cover my offspring. My cosmos, the planet, my kind, my cells, my everything. I have a love-hate relationship with the whole forest. My job is to cover every aspect of that forest. Well, I'm a human being. I have the full privilege of that and responsibility to that privilege, to duty myself to that task. Live a wonderful life and pass away one time in the privilege of getting to do it in a cosmos of stars and planets. I find it a delight. And of course, I want to do it as short as I can, get in and get out, so I got room for somebody else to wear my shoes and have a delightful time too. And at one time, we were all weaned to that understanding, each one of us, meandered and migrated. Why in God's name that would ever get deleted from this conversation that would be put public on YouTube, it's staggering to me. And already YouTube has had this guy edited severely. Like everything that's in this book is a lot of material edited severely. This is a result of severe editing of the material of any time it was collected. Are you aware of that? It is far from the Word of God. I'll remind you of that. Keep that real vivid in your mind, what that book represents. Anything yet the Word of God, which is the word of your conception process speaking to you and functioning with two hands in a very duty-bound position. Wouldn't ask for free if it could. Like a thing going on at the time of Egypt, nothing else happening with the globe, would line up for months to get included in Egypt, and slavery would be a privilege. Because you were so duty-bound in your mind and heart. All you wanted to do was contribute in Egypt. You stood in awe. Want to bet? Slavery, no problem. Can I come in? Well, you'll have to wait your turn. I'll wait. Now, humans with an attitude like that, you think they beat them to get them to do things? Ah! Boy, those slaves were sure appreciated in Egypt. Want to bet? Now, if it ever changed, I'm not sure why. I know Joseph was. He was slave in Egypt, and he was well appreciated, Joseph was. Mm-hmm. He was an appreciated slave in Egypt, Joseph. Mm-hmm. There's just one example. I don't know how many more there were. Do you? Well, pyramids full. That's right. Pyramids full. Appreciative people in Egypt. How did they get that to happen? Now I don't find anybody appreciative anywhere of living in their land. And they run here with the absence of appreciation in their own place and want to carry on the absence of appreciation in the United States too. And the tribe people were already suffering that issue. They had two of them absence of appreciation. Tribal people, Europeans, and all over the planet. Right here in the absence of appreciation, living in your own property, you Europeans hug here and you don't hug in Europe. I still speak European language when you come to the United States. Think about it, you Euro-Asian group. Euro-Asian speaking. Euro-Asian. Not appreciating the United States. You are utterly, gutturally stupid! Euro-Asian. Let's see if they edit it.